Like, niggas been having sex in public forever.
Mm-hmm.
Public bathrooms, stairwells, elevators, cars,
Mm-hmm.
public parks. Where
Mm-hmm.
else? Where you been at?
Oh, what? Hey, 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 I'm Tony Purnell, your favorite psychotherapist right here in Philly.
Yes, and I am Eric Cole, life coach and tennis bang. It's good to see y'all.
Yeah, it's good to see y'all. And we are your favorite happy hour
Happy
duo.
hour duo. We are
Welcome to
back.
another episode.
Another number 4, right?
Yes.
This feels
Listen,
good.
we are
Hung Up Pod Live.
Hung Up Pod Live. We are full steam
We are
ahead.
steaming ahead. So cheers to that.
You know we got to start out with a drink.
You know we do.
And what we drinking today?
A little champagne.
A little bubbly. This was tickling my nose earlier, so I had to drink it so the bubbles can go down low for less fizzy. So we're good now. I think I got full management of my cup.
I'm liking this though. I feel like champagne has been a theme for our shows, and I think we should keep it going. I like it.
It's celebratory.
Yes.
And y'all see these new mics.
Hey,
give it the mic.
I'm feeling like Prince.
You know, is that how they do them? AMSR. What is it? What is it, Keith?
When they scratch
ASMR. you know these new mics, this red mic. You know, I love the red
feeling
mic.
it.
Wait,
whoa!
Oh,
like...
I was just saying I like the mic. You know.
All right.
Anyway.
Just as I was about to ask you, how are you doing? It's good to see you.
Thank you. It's good to be seen and not viewed. I'm doing better than I deserve. You know, I'm doing a lot better than I deserve, but I'm here.
What is that about?
I mean, listen, life could have took me out, but I am doing good. You know, we here. We are here. We are black and we're queer.
It could have been me, exactly.
Outdoors. No food. Listen.
Oh yeah, we were singing some gospel hymns. We were getting it started. The vibes. We were just feeling that spiritual love as soon as we got here. We had to get Matt up. What's up, Matt? You good? Good morning. Wait, we can't say morning. We just told the people we drinking champagne.
Oh,
mimosas.
It's early. An early day.
They mimosas.
We'll not let you know how early it is, but it's early.
Hey, brunch bays. Hashtag brunch bays.
That.
Let's go ahead and
put that somebody else got that. Keith and Matt. Hashtag what? Brunch bay.
We're gonna have to go ahead and claim that thing, as long as no one else has.
I love it.
Because that's one thing we don't do, right? We don't just create shit and just take it and act like nobody else came up with that idea.
Oh, he calling out the people. He calling out the people. He calling out the people.
You know who I'm talking about. The producers know who we're talking about because we had this conversation when we were starting this show.
Ooh.
Talking about who the other hung ups out there? Nobody's. Nobody's. Like, come on. You can try it if you want to. But I think when it comes to the hung up brand,
listen,
we got this.
Speaking of hung up,
it's gay as fuck, it's black as fuck. So you can try that shit if you want to.
I want to know what y'all hung up on. You know, we got topics that we usually start out. This is our hang up game. And so we're going to start out this episode strong. You got some stuff for us today.
We do. So if people listening and watching, if you have any topics or hanging ups, you can send that to hunguppod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Let's get it started. I'm actually really excited.
You want to go first?
I do.
This is the hanging up game. Let's go.
Yo, I want some fancy music when we opening these. I want some like bam.
Like the old school game show theme music. That would be cute.
All right, here we go. Okay, first one. Are you hung up or are you hanging up? Keke Palmer's Key TV network.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, she just announced that.
Girl, she don't stop working.
Keke stay with a check on.
Listen, y'all know what I be saying? Hashtag Tony stay working.
Yeah.
And listen, Keke stay with a job.
We love this sister.
I'm hung up.
All the way hung up.
It's all the way up, and
all
am
the
here
way
for
up.
it.
Yes.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, this is about to be something like on the Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN Network. I said, is this something like that? because I'm here for it if it is.
It's given for us by us. You know what I'm saying? And what was it? Hashtag keys to the culture.
Hashtag keys to the culture.
I love that because there's so much to be said about that, right? Because how many times do we get on these platforms?
It's about time.
And we really create and we run these platforms. Yes. And it's the culture that keeps things going and progressing forward. So I just love that Kiki, and she also said it only takes one of us to open a
million doors.
For a million doors were open. So I just love her energy walking into this project. I love it. And I'm hung up.
I'm hung up too. We both agreed on that one.
We did.
You ready? Okay, what we got for the second one? What you hung up on? What you hanging up? Which one is it?
All right, the fall transition. Ooh. Sweaters, layers.
Sweater weather.
Leaves, colors.
Sweater weather.
All of the things.
Sweater weather. Oh my
that
God, we have sweater weather.
With the fall. I'm hung up. I'm hung up for sure.
Pass it to me. I want to be
hung
up too.
You want to be hung up too?
I want to be hung up too. I want to be hung up too. Because I want a sweater weather. I want that sweater weather. You know, it's whole fall weather.
Is that your favorite part?
Chai latte.
You like that?
I do.
Okay.
I really do. I like a good pumpkin.
The girls are going to get you.
And I also like layering. You know, you can't dress in the summer. Let me tell you something. Fashion my ass.
Especially in Philly.
Anybody
it's so
can dress
hot
in the summer.
It's coochie cutter shorts for men and women.
Listen,
hey.
If you can throw on a couple layers, a couple pieces in the fall or the winter time and still be fashionable, oh, bitch, you can dress.
With some boots.
Come on, boots. Pick a wall.
Pick a wall, boots.
Any wall.
That's what I love about fall as well. Mm-hmm. The long pea coats.
Oh, I gotta bring out
the camel colors.
Yes.
The grays. I love it.
I'm hung up. Mm-hmm. Let's get the next one.
Yes.
Well, that's a good one. But, I mean, when we talk about seasons, and my favorite season is springtime. I love the newness. I love the newness,
flowers.
The flowers, the bloom. That's my favorite season. What's your favorite season?
I love the flowers. It's just the bugs. They can be a bit much. I think my favorite season is probably fall, I think. Okay. Like that summer going into fall. Mm-hmm. I love me a good 80-degree weather. Mm-hmm. I think that is like perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. We didn't really get that transition this year.
We didn't.
It went straight.
Hot, cold.
Yes.
Hot, cold. Oh, that's a good one. Are you hung up? Are you hanging up? A 4-day work week. Ooh. First of all, you didn't even have to ask me. You didn't even have to put this in there because whoever is hanging up on this, y'all need to just hang up.
Some people out there are. They just love to work. They live to work.
I am hung up. I want to be all the way up here with this 4-day work week. I think we can do it. They need to have proposals for it.
I think other countries right now, it's a pilot. I think Europe right now, some countries in Europe, it's a pilot, and they're trying out the 4-day work week, and it's proven to do well for the people.
But is that going to reduce my money?
No, because they're saying as long as you can still do the same amount of work within that time, and we can, because being remote, this pandemic time absolutely proved to a lot of employers that the job can be done.
I mean, as
you don't have to be in the building 5 days a week, 40 hours. You know what I'm saying?
As a clinician, as a therapist, we weren't really ready to move towards that whole
remote
teletherapy, remote. The pandemic kind of pushed us into it. It's like, okay, we were going that direction, but it prepared us faster than we really wanted. And so people are doing teletherapy now. It's actually in legislation. I can actually see people across states. Depending on your license,
it's changing the game.
Exactly. So,
and I'm wondering too, on the patient side of it, how people feel about teletherapy. If they feel like they're still getting the same value as they would be getting showing up.
I don't like it personally. I mean, for me, I like the interaction. I like that face-to-face. I like that in-person feel.
Yeah.
One, also, I can read you better. As a clinician, it's a barrier for me on the camera, over the phone. Yes, I can see
I can imagine.
But I need that in-person interaction.
Yeah.
Body language says a lot. We speak so much without saying anything. So I want that person-to-person, face-to-face interaction. Absolutely. That human connection.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what the pandemic, took away.
It did. Before I grab the last card, I feel the same way about doctor's appointments. I did not like having my primary care visits via the camera, it really made me not want to pay. I'm like, yo, you about to charge my insurance company the same amount as if I was seeing you in person, and I absolutely do not feel like I'm getting the same value.
But is it progression or regression? I mean, you got to really look at it. I think it is a point of progression overall.
Okay.
What do you? You think it's not?
I think I agree with you in the sense that I feel like so many more people have access to care, being that they can. Because I'm thinking how many people don't have a car, or maybe don't have the means to get to a doctor's office or a therapy office. Now you got it's apps out there
in the power of your hand.
Yeah, so I agree with you. I think it's a step up for sure.
All right, let's get the last one.
Last one. You kind of touched on this already. Pumpkin spice season. Listen, a lot of people in the Twitter streets are hanging up. They are sick of it. It comes around every year. And the people are sick of it.
But let me tell you what I don't like. And yes, pumpkin spice season, but I don't like a pumpkin spice candle.
Ooh.
I can't. I'm sorry. Keith is looking at me all weird. Keith, you like pumpkin spice candles?
I didn't think about it. I like the fall scents, but I don't know if I've ever done like a pumpkin spice. I like the apple.
Exactly.
Come on.
Vanilla. Like it really, like those are the fall.
The tones of fall.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not so like direct.
Yeah,
like
I like the earthy.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
fruit kind of feel to it.
Same way, like
exactly.
Same way when we get into like the Christmas season, I love the smell of like pine.
Ooh.
No.
You don't like that?
No, that makes me throw up. It's like because I have trauma with that pine. I have trauma.
Christmas trees.
That's why I don't do real Christmas trees no more.
Really?
I have trauma, and
I think they're the best. They smell
aunt,
the house smells so good.
No.
Okay, tell us your story. Tree. What happened?
No, my aunt every year.
She did a real tree.
We had to go get a real tree. And you had to water that bitch every other day.
You have to water the tree. It's a tree.
Under that tree, water it every other day. And then when Christmas is done, you got to drag the bitch down the steps, out the door. I hate it.
And it was prickly.
Especially, I hated it. I had trauma from a real tree. So I get fake trees now and moving forward.
So, do you have a real tree or a fake tree?
I have a fake tree. I have actually, it's in my basement. It's beautiful. Wait till I see my tree this year. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, we're going to be there. We're going to be in the lighthouse.
Yeah. You're all invited.
Tis the
to
season.
The ugly sweater Christmas party.
Yes.
All right.
I didn't really officially say, but I think I'm not really hanging up. I'm kind of in the middle here because let me tell y'all something. It's hard to find it, but if you can find the pumpkin bagel spread.
No.
Are you serious?
No.
It's so good.
Yeah, I can't.
On a warm toasted bagel. Stop playing with my life.
No, I'm not really pumped.
I'm hanging up on this shit right here.
He hanging up on me. Hanging up on his shit.
Right.
Well, hang up on that. Okay, whatever. We gonna go into our episode.
That's how the game can go sometimes. You never know.
And so today's episode, we're really gonna do a little something different today.
Yes.
We heard y'all like how we just talk about different things, the reactions, and so that's what today's gonna be about.
Yeah, some hot topics. Some hot topics. And speaking of which, again, if anyone has hot topics, anything that you would like us to talk about, or if you just want to share your experiences, feel free to email us at hunguppod@gmail.com.
Yes, come on, you email us at hunguppod. I love it. Your voice. I'm just here for it. I'm here for it.
I appreciate it, baby.
All right. What's the first hot topic you got for us?
So let's talk about cruising. This is a hot topic right now.
The girls gonna be mad again. It's gonna be mad again.
The girls are gonna be mad again.
Listen, that hookup culture topic, they was hot with me.
And we're gonna get into that. We got something for that.
Okay. All right, what about it?
But let's talk about cruising and has cruising gone too far? ? And the reason why I put it that way is because like we know that cruising is nothing new. Like niggas been having sex in public forever. Mm-hmm. Public bathrooms, stairwells, elevators, cars, public parks. Where else? Where you been at?
Oh, what? Me? I haven't been in my house. Cruise to my house. Come cruise over to my house.
I was making sure you was listening.
Absolutely not. Oh my God, I'm a lady.
You what? Oh, so all right. So you don't. How do you feel about before we get real deep into this? Like,
no, It's not for me.
It's not for you. Do you watch videos of cruising?
I've seen it.
Some amateur like porn videos.
And I like to watch it.
You do,
but I don't engage in it. I don't know.
Okay.
That's not for me personally. I think.
And we don't shame the things that we watch and that we enjoy for sure.
Yeah,
Let's just put
it's
that
not
out there.
for me.
Yeah, but in terms of like acting it out, it's just not okay. Gotcha.
I think the recklessness. That's my word. Recklessness. I think people get too comfortable with danger, and I think people have become. It's become the norm. It's like, how risky can I get? How far can I take it?
How far can I take it to get more clicks, more views? That's how I feel.
I saw this one guy, beating it right in the middle of a dang hotel lobby. Like
people are walking around.
I mean, it was low traffic, but like it was the possibility of somebody like, come on.
Yeah.
Like if that's you.
And I think it's kind of like a kink, or it's like it turns people on to. I see a lot of amateur porn videos where people are like, masturbating in their car. And just people are casually walking by, and the sense I get is that it's a turn on for them. It's a rush. Like they enjoy doing that. Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes it's just borderline. Like some of y'all gonna be on the sex offenders list.
A lot of people are gonna make this list. Y'all know who y'all are.
It's a lot of people already on it because and we'll throw the picture up here so y'all can see it. Recently, some white gays, Tony A. Goodfellow and JP Hadley were and you can see like he's getting head. He's getting head. I don't know where this was, but the tweet went viral.
Oh yes.
The tweet went viral.
And it was kids walking by or something like that.
There was a family walking by with their kids, and these two guys were literally like having sex out in public. He was giving them head. How do you feel about that?
I'm not. Now we're talking about laws. We're talking about state regulations, federal guidelines. You cannot. Now you have a record. Now you're gonna become a criminal, sexual predator, and we talk about a sexual offense in a park, in a area that kids are in an area that's trafficked. It is a criminal offense. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
And I'm also like
common area.
And I'm also thinking about the people who are being exposed to this unwillfully.
Like, do I have right. Do I have to subject myself to seeing if I'm taking my child shopping and then you getting a head in the corner of a like what? Are you kidding me?
I think it's a bit much. Again, not trying to shame the girls. Like we know that people are into it, what have you. And like I said, cruising is nothing new. People have been doing this. Excuse me. But recently, especially that John right there with the kids, I'm like, come on. People have been kicked out of taxis because they're having sex in the back seat.
Yeah.
To me, that is sexual assault. Like you can't make someone participate. To me, that's you're forcing someone to participate in something where they did not give you consent. And we talk about how important consent is.
Exactly.
Is it that important to y'all? That y'all are just willfully having sex in public places where other people, children, can see this.
Yes, the children.
Like, for me, it's a bit like taking cruising a little bit too far.
I think when it comes to those taxis, the Ubers, I think
the Ubers, yeah. And mind you, sometimes, and the videos are out there. Uber drivers are into it. They're having sex with their passengers.
But what about the one that's not? What about the one that would take
That's what
your
we're talking
ass
about, right?
And pull out a gun because it's my car and I need to protect my space. Like, what about the people that are not into that type of shit? Like,
you putting yourself in danger.
What you doing back there? What? Get the fuck out!
You're putting yourself in a lot of danger.
Like, what? Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Jerking off and then you're ejaculating. I don't want to say busting out, but then you're ejaculating in the back seat. You're messing up somebody's actual property. Doesn't clean up. Like, it's trifling. And once again, I don't want to say this is, if that's your thing, that's your thing. We're talking about exposure in the way that is not good. Like it's becoming a norm in a negative way. That's my thing.
For likes and clicks and all of that. And did you hear New York is like putting more cameras on their trains in response to all the sex that is happening on the trains in the public?
First of all, it's this one video I keep seeing on Twitter where people are like on trains. Like
it's like seven of them.
It's like 7 of them. Like,
yeah,
which is this the last train Is this the last car? Like, what time of day is this? Like, how do y'all do this?
Imagine you getting on. You got your Starbucks. You got your headphones, and you playing your hung up podcast. You know, you feeling it. It's a good. It's a good day, and you get on that joint, and it's 7-8 people having just sex, like out, just having sex, dicks out, ass out, eating ass, busting down. No condoms. You know what I'm saying? Like, sex.
And you know what? We got somebody from New York in our audience. And I want to talk, to one of our audience members today.
Shout out to the audience. What's
up, Trey?
Trey
Can
real.
We pan the camera?
Trey real.
Oh, no, we can't do that one. Let's say hello to the people, Trey, nice and loud.
Trey look good. Trey stepped up in here like Mary J. Blige. Do you hear me? Trey looks the fuck good.
You look good, baby. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here.
About the whole... What?
In the car?
Not in the car.
Okay.
He said, if y'all didn't hear, he said, I slept with my Uber driver before.
This is consent between two people.
Okay. You said what? And this after the fact, though.
So you got their number during the ride. Like, this is my contact information.
Oh, my God.
Hit me up. Same thing, right? No. Well, how did y'all...
Hold on. Y'all can't see, but I wish we had visuals. I'm glad we don't. But can I do it?
No, do it, Tony. Oh my God.
He said, I went from the back seat to the front seat. That's what he did for y'all.
Where were y'all at? May I ask?
Right outside my house.
Okay.
When you got dropped off or about to get out?
Yeah, about to get out.
Gotcha.
Oh my God.
Gotcha. Have you ever cruised?
No.
You know people who have.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know people who have. Yeah, and they do it on the they go out to the parks and it's very common.
It's unfortunately common.
Do you feel that it's unfortunate?
Yeah, I think it's the nature of where it began was homosexual sex was so taboo.
Yes. Yes.
Had to hide and do it. So
they needed to find somewhere to have sex.
Yeah, so now you don't have to do it, but we continue to pass it down to generations underneath us. It's not necessary.
It's not. And I personally, I'm not knocking nobody. Like I said, once again, that's what you do. That's what you do.
What about, and I'm just playing devil's advocate a little bit. What about people who don't have housing? Like, is there space? Is there grace for them? No. Okay. Because I'm just saying, like, people have, if they're
now both of y'all don't have shit. Okay, I understand one person might not have, like, both of y'all ain't got shit.
Oh my God.
Like, come on now, then y'all don't need to be hooking up. Y'all don't listen. Okay, I understand. I ain't got a car, so I'm gonna go scoop you on my car. What the fuck?
I'm just
come on now.
Everybody not able.
No. So you go to a public park.
I think it's still unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Oh,
That's
okay.
never cool.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just thinking of our community that is without home. They think get hot too. I'm thinking, I don't know, right? Do they have sex? I don't know.
You know what?
And if they do, how? I don't.
Let's also not assume, because also if we're thinking about it too, and y'all can hear me. But also think about like who is making up the majority of the homeless population. It's usually Black queer youth.
Yeah.
At fault of their own if they're getting kicked out of homes. But then also we assume that homeless are divorced of sex. So let's be honest.
That's where I'm. Yeah.
Have that, but it's also youth who are enduring this a lot too. So cruising was also a product of people getting out or getting kicked out and still wanting to indulge in pleasure.
That's right.
We also shouldn't assume because they're homeless they can't indulge in.
I like that. Thank you.
Yeah. Life too. So I think
absolutely.
That's also another nuance.
That's a good point.
That's that grace that I was wondering. Yeah. Okay.
We are continually extending grace. I mean, what other hot topic you got? I don't want to keep staying on this cruising thing.
Let's move on. Right, because that was we got two more. All right. So last week our episode talked about hookup culture.
They was hot. They was hot with me.
They were. And we talked a little bit about Jeffrey Dahmer as well, the Netflix special. And we got quite a few reactions. Yeah. And on top of that, it's been a lot of memes circulating the web. And to me, in my opinion, romanticizing a serial killer. And to me, I think it's just, it does not take in consideration that people were victims.
That's all I was trying to say.
And so it's not funny to me.
We're making fun of, and I know people talk about, it's light. This happened years ago in any condition. I'm speaking clinically. You never know. I don't care if the victim is dead and long gone. You had the people who are still here.
The family
we have to be
members
reminded of this story.
Yes.
In real life.
Yeah.
In court.
The community.
Like,
yeah.
People, what's his name? Tony's sister, the guy who was deaf. She said, I didn't see it. She said, I saw the episode, it was me, and that was it. She said, I didn't want to relive that moment again. I don't have to put myself in trauma all over again. So we're talking about traumatic experiences. I think that's the part I was trying to convey. I don't take it lightly about this Jeffrey Dahmer shit. It would have been me. He would have ate me.
How do you feel about that?
I don't. He was fine. What'd you say? I thought you said he was attractive. Okay, he wasn't.
Mm-hmm. You didn't feel like he was giving.
You ain't feel so. A lot of people thought, they said that mugshot. Oh my God, that mugshot.
The mugshot was given serial killer. Evil. All right, so let's talk about some of the reactions to the post. Yep. I stopped using Grindr years ago because a guy was beaten unconscious and raped out here because he went to hook up with someone and the person drugged him and proceeded to beat him up and assault him repeatedly that night. And as quiet as it's kept, jacked is suspect too.
I done heard plenty of stories about straight people setting gay people up on jacked to rob them, to shoot them up, hold them up, get in their property and take everything. Like, please, all for some dick, all for some ass? Absolutely not. And that's why I'm talking about the dangers, the risks of hookup culture.
So let's talk about the risks. We got another comment. People also need to follow their gut. You know when something or someone is off. I met a cop like almost a decade ago who said that they could cuff me and make me disappear if they really wanted to. Many positive links, but a couple sketchy ones talking about their interactions on the app because it's not all bad. It's not, it's not all bad. Many positive links, but a couple sketchy ones. There's some weirdos in the pool. Be safe, honey,
a lot
y'all.
of fucking weirdos in the pool.
Yeah.
Be safe out here.
And
do better.
Yeah, and that's why you were saying last week, like, feel that vibe out. Like, see if that, a lot of times you can feel if something's off.
Your gut will not lie to you. Your intuition will not lie. Do it and believe it first.
Yeah, and a lot of people are just saying that they deleted the apps because of just all the other toxic bullshit that comes along with being on these apps and all the things that come with hookup culture, which we talked about last week on that episode.
Yeah, that episode.
So make sure y'all check it out. Yeah, it ruffles some feathers.
It did.
Why do you think that is?
I'm gonna tell you something. When y'all gonna get this podcast, y'all gonna get some real shit. Y'all gonna get some uncomfortable shit that you do not like, but y'all need to hear it. We need to talk on topics that may not be discussed as frequently. I don't give a damn. I don't. We're gonna talk about it in an educational and informative measure.
Yes. Licensed therapist, life coach. Hey,
thank you.
And it's also like our opinion. I think it's really interesting when some people get so offended.
Like, right, child? You ain't gotta watch this thing.
Our experience or our opinion. Two things can exist in a space. We can have our opinion, and you can have yours. Like,
that's right.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay. So our very last topic, let's go ahead and knock this one out. Let's talk about this TikTok video with Miss Chantel Jackson, who is an actress, a model. Some of us may know her from, she dated Nelly. She dated Ocho Cinco. Was it Ocho Cinco that she dated? Floyd. Floyd Merriweather. Let's go ahead and drop that video, the TikTok video, and let's get your thoughts and reactions.
Yeah, I want to hear it. I want to see what y'all got to say.
Let's drop that video.
We're literally in a unisex bathroom, and I do not care to share a bathroom with a man. Like, bruh, can't we just have women in the bathroom with women?
So we're back. We just watched the video. Chantel y'all saw it. She's in the bathroom, and it's a lot going on. It looks like a line to a club or something.
And that is a all gender bathroom.
It's like one of those gender fluid bathrooms. Y'all have seen these bathrooms. I've definitely seen them in Philly. They're here.
Yeah, they're here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In the airport as well.
Oh, in the airport. Right. Okay.
So she was basically saying, hold on, there's a lot going on in here.
Yeah.
And she was surrounded by men.
Yeah.
A lot of men.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch this one. I honestly don't know how I feel. I am in the middle.
Yeah, I definitely feel sympathy. I see both sides. And I think this is what happens so often is that we run into these type of like society or cultural situations where there isn't just one answer. We're too diverse as a people. Yeah. You understand? And it's just not gonna one way is not gonna always work. And I think we just have to, it's trial and error. You don't always get it right on the first try, but we got to keep going. So in this situation, I get it, especially when you started to see more of the unisex bathrooms. I understood where a lot of places were coming from in terms of acknowledging the community that is gender nonconforming. Yeah. And making sure that they have a space and they can use the bathroom without feeling like they're being assaulted for just who they are. Yeah. On the same side, I'm hearing this woman and I'm watching this video, and I can understand why a woman may find herself uncomfortable being in a bathroom with other men. First of all, we already know the violence that's against women. Like, they already don't feel comfortable with a lot of men, especially in confined spaces like this. A lot of times women coming out, they try and get their tampon right. Hey girl, my titties spilling out. Can you zip the back of my dress? Exactly. Like, it's stuff that women do.
Well, you got to really think about the initial why this project came to be about gender non-conforming bathrooms.
Tell us. Yes.
So we're talking about another notion about trans, visibility, trans being comfortable in multiple spaces. Yes. And so
and that's important,
showing a bathroom that says, hey, you can come in here, however you identify. That's progression. But can you still have progression and still saying women, men? If you identify as a woman, why can't you go to this bathroom? If you identify as a man, why can't you go to this bathroom? I don't know. I'm solely on the fence with this. I really don't know what to say about either direction.
It's tough. I think there's a step forward that we can make. I think we're gonna have to redesign the bathrooms. Like, I get what we're going for, but I think as people share their experiences on both sides, I think in a year or two, things nothing ever stays the same, does it?
No. Change is the only thing that's constant in this world.
There we go.
I like that.
Yeah, so that was good. Hot topics. That was the episode. That was good.
Something different for y'all. Next week we'll come with a full blown out episode and specific topic to the episode. But we wanted to do reaction video.
We really did, because it's been so many reactions, right?
And I think we're gonna do more of that.
I think so.
I like that.
And we would be remiss if we did not mention we did not have our guests this week, as we told y'all last week. Yeah. Just due to a little, scheduling. We did some rescheduling. So you will see that guest in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So just hold on to your Bible and your seatbelt.
Hold on.
It's coming.
All right.
So that completes this week of Hung Up Pod Live. Tony, this was great.
This was really good. Thank you, Eric.
And thank you all for listening and watching. I am Eric Cole, your favorite life coach in Tennis Bay.
And I am Tony Purnell, your favorite Philly psychotherapist. Yes. And we are
your favorite happy hour duo.
All right. Here's to another episode of Hung Up Pod Live. Until next time.
Peace.
World peace.